This wine, Cuvee Methodius 2019 from Tikves Winery, is mostly made from Vranec with a dollop of Merlot in the mix. It's unoaked. It's got a lovely deep ruby colour, lightly spiced, maybe some cinnamon, quite ripe with red fruit aromas. Just a hint of smoke and forest, like a campfire that's gone out. I think that's from the Merlot. First taste is attractive, there's power and weight, but it's not overbearing. In fact, there's a real freshness here, especially for a grape that is not notably high in acid. There's a chunky ripe fruitiness, softened by the juiciness of the Merlot, and some good grip too. It's open and approachable, but I think it will drink better with food. Macedonian cooking has lots of great tasting vegetable dishes, full of tomatoes and peppers, dishes that would work well with this. And of course, it's hard to go past charcoal grilled meat when you're looking for a partner for this wine. Tikves, Cuvee Methodius 2019. Alexandar 2018 from Bovin is named after history's most famous Macedonian, Alexander the Great. It's an equal blend of the local Vranec grape and the two Bordeaux grapes, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. Grapes are sourced from the Lepovo Hills in the Tikves wine region. It's open and easy, spicy with some underlying dried herb notes, perhaps from the Cabernet and Merlot in the blend. Quite ripe, dark berry aromas, maybe a hint of capsicum, but ripe, red, not green peppers. When you drink, it's fresh, with pleasing acidity and quite smooth tannins. It says 15% on the label, but don't worry about that. It's not hot nor overbearing. There are pleasing berryish flavours, both black and red from the Bordeaux grapes, with Vranec bringing smooth spice. It's really quite accessible and easy, but not flashy. It should be good drinking anytime, but will age a few years. Bovin, Alexandar 2018. In this handsomely packaged wine, Vranec is the junior partner. It's called Kratoshia 2017 from Kamnik Winery, and it's named after the grape it's mostly made from, Kratoshia, which is the Macedonian name for Tribidrag. Don't worry if you've never heard of Kratoshia or Tribidrag, you're more likely to have heard it called Zinfandel or Primitivo. Vranec and Kratoshia are related, one we don't know which is a parent of the other. There's a good ruby colour. Smells spicy, sweet, woody spice on first sniff, then vanilla, but not overpowering. Plenty of quite ripe, dark red fruit aromas. It's quite rich and full in the mouth. There's power and weight, bags of fruit, a fair amount of oak, which doesn't dominate the fruit and brings a little extra dry bite. It's quite robust and chunky, but not rough, and quite long lasting. Lots of people drink this happily now, but I think I'd like to give it a couple of years in bottle for it to round out a little. That said, that would be a great barbecue wine and will complement the smoky, spicy complexity of serious American barbecue. Kamnik, Kratoshia 2017. Aminta 2016 from Stobi Winery is a blend of Merlot, Vranec and Cabernet Sauvignon from Macedonia's Tikves region. Vranec, whose name means black stallion, is a Balkan variety, while the Cabernet and Merlot come originally from Bordeaux and France. The wine is aged in small barrels, mostly French, but some American and Slovenian too. It shows a lovely ruby colour. First sniff offers savoury herb tinged black fruit aromas with some earthy spice complexity. It's powerful, quite firm and tight on first taste. There's an intriguing balance of sweet, ripe fruit flavours, with those savoury herbal notes we smell at first. And then there's a firm and almost lean backbone, balancing the power and weight. It's quite ambitiously built. On the finish, it's more red than black fruit flavours with plenty of length. At 4 years of age, this wine is certainly approachable, but I could happily put it away for a few more years. Nice wine. I'd partner this with whatever foods I normally match with robust reds. Grilled or barbecued meats with rich strong sauces, hard cheeses, full flavoured vegetable dishes. Stobi, Aminta 2016. You can't say you haven't been warned. Not only is this wine called Armagedon, it's labelled Cuvee Barrique. The colour, inky black. First sniff, it's intense, rich, aromatic. You can sense lots of oak, but it's not oppressive. There's lots else going on in the glass. Smoke, spice, dense black fruit. It's quite compelling. In the mouth, the oak is more assertive. There's vanilla and spice, Christmas spice too. Christmas cake, dried fruit, spice. It's full-bodied and full tilt. And though the oak is a bit too present for me now, it's more or less in balance with the concentrated fruit. There are layers of flavour, black fruit, dried fruit, balsamic spice. In some ways you might say that this is in the international style. There's lots of new oak, but it isn't just an identical international styled wine. Yes, there is that oak and the glamour twins of Merlot and Cabernet, but the Vranec brings a Balkan dimension to this. And let's remember, there's no alcohol burn. It's already 12 years old and you could drink it now if you like big wines, but I'm putting some of it away in the cellar to see where this big boy of a wine is going to go. Dalvina, Armagedon, Cuvee 2008.